You think the potential it could be 3 million? That's a lot of people.
I don't know. There have been various studies that have looked at this. A couple of the studies range from perhaps a couple of 100,000 non-citizens voting to several million non-citizens voting. I don't know the answer to that. But the whole point of this commission is to look at issues like that and to look at other issues. I mean, one of the things we asked the states for in a letter that went out was what kind of incidents have you had in which there have been attempts to keep people out of the polls? I mean, that's another issue that should be looked at, and the commission wants to look at that.
We'll get to your calls in just a moment, but I want to get your reaction to what Jason Kander said, the former Missouri Secretary of State.
Right.
He ran for the Senate as a Democrat. He lost. He's been appointed by the Democratic Party to lead its own investigation into what you're doing. Let's get his statement.
This commission started as a way to try and legitimize, to try and justify the biggest lie that a sitting president has ever told, this commission being the Trump Commission. But it is morphed from there. And what it's become now is just a vehicle for voter suppression. And it's important for us to remember what the recent GOP history on voter suppression has been. I'm the former Secretary of State of Missouri. I was the chief election official in a state with a Republican supermajority. I've seen the GOP voter suppression playbook up close. And here's what it is. There's 3 steps to it. Step 1 is to undermine faith in American democracy so that people believe that drastic measures have to be taken. Step 2 is to put up obstacles to voting. Step 3 is to put up obstacles to those obstacles. That's how the GOP voter suppression playbook works. And what you're seeing from the Trump Commission, what I refer to as the Voter Suppression Committee to re-elect the president, what you're seeing from them is just step 1 in that process.
Democrat Jason Kander, former Missouri Secretary of State, Hans von Spakovsky, your response to what he said?
Well, almost nothing that he said is true.